Alright, y'all, so I got the dog out here in the garden with me because she's a good dog. And today I'm going to be giving you like a little bit of a garden update tour type thing, let y'all know what's going on, let you see what's happening and stuff. And also plant some of those seeds that y'all saw over there. So that's what we're about to start doing. And I think it's gonna be pretty cool because I'm already getting some stuff, a little bit of stuff. Haven't been able to pick any yet, but it's there and I can see it. Let me show you. That guy was looking a lot better the other day, but look at this little guy. He's looking good. There's a guy over there, he's looking pretty good. That's the only squash that I've been seeing. I haven't noticed any little cucumbers popping up yet, but I'm noticing a lot of blooms on them. Look here. Right down in there. Oh, there's a little cucumber. Right there's a cucumber. So I'm already starting to get cucumbers. Armenian cucumbers. They're over here. Let's see if I'm getting any of them. Not yet. It don't look like. Not like that one that I just saw. These guys get pretty big. I'm not seeing any little tiny Armenian cucumbers yet. Excuse me. But I do have quite a bit of squash popping up. And I do know that I eat quite a bit of squash. So we're going to be planting some more squash today because I like squash. Now, the beans that we planted that one day are doing awesome. In case you haven't noticed, this one gigantic trellis that's just covered in pretty much nothing but beans and a few cucumbers that are in there that I shouldn't have put in there. And then there's the other side of the garden. But the other side of the garden is doing awesome for what it is. It's tomatoes. And I just came in here 3 days ago. It took me like 3 days to do it too. So I pruned them all, is what I'm getting at. Probably should have mentioned that part. But I pruned them all, and they're all looking really good. And I trellised them, so they're all getting up there. They're all about knee high. And last year, on the 16th, they was all knee high. Today's the 12th. So I'm 12, 13, 14, 15. 4 days ahead than compared to last year, which is awesome. Some of them are about mid-thigh height, which is cool. So I'm further ahead, just a little bit further ahead than I was last year. I wish they was all like up to here already, but I didn't get good enough starts in the house for that. Peppers are doing good. I kind of pruned on them a little bit. You're not really supposed to do that, but they had a bunch of leaves touching the ground because they're so short and trying to bush out. But like, see, they're all a bunch of little tiny little bushes. So and that's why I did that, and I pruned very little off, and I picked off all the little dead leaves and what blooms like this one that I saw, because I'm not ready for these to start making peppers just yet. I've already gotten like about 3 peppers off of all of these so far, and they was real little peppers. I didn't let them get big because, like I said, I'm not wanting peppers just yet. I want them to get up bigger and get more well established and produce more limbs, because the more limbs that you have on your pepper plants, the more peppers that it will produce. So if you got bigger pepper plants, more peppers you'll get. So that's why I did that. But we need, well, you're gonna watch me, but I need to get started on planting some of this stuff. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of squash, 2 different types of zucchinis. That's pretty much a squash to me. I don't really care. I got lima beans. I got tomatillos. Those are pretty cool, and they're also purple. I got quite a bit of okra seed. Now I planted a bunch of okra over here, and it's doing all right. I got a couple little okras on there. but it's short. They're usually like up to here, like another 1.5 feet taller than that. But I'm getting okra off of it, so that's okay. But I'm probably gonna plant quite a bit of this because I like okra personally. And then I got something special in here. It's more of these. The whippoorwill peas that I planted before didn't sprout up. There's none over there. So we're gonna plant some more over there, and probably a whole lot more than what we did compared to last time, because I want some of those to sprout. If I get one of those to sprout, I can get seeds off of it and make a bunch more next year. So let's recap. I got whippoorwill peas or cow peas, whichever they are. I still don't know. I got okra. I got gray zucchini, lima beans, 4 different types of squash, Italian ribbed zucchini. I like those pretty good. And purple tomatillos. Now, I got to figure out where I'm going to be planting all these, and then I will get back to you and show you me planting these. Now, I don't know if you noticed the little bowl that I got here, but that's what that's for. And when my dad made this stick, well, my dad made this stick. It's pretty nasty right now. It's covered in mud, but that's a old little rake hose clamp to a that's used for skiing. I don't know what you call it, but this is awesome for the garden because I can just walk around in here and then poke a little hole in the ground, pick up a seed, drop it in there, cover it up. And also it's good for pulling up weeds and stuff. So sometimes like this over here, that guy, get a hold of him. I'm also doing this one-handed, so you got to give me some kind of credit. Pull him up, take some more leaves and cover him back up, and he's gone. He's done. But I'm gonna set y'all up and start planting some of these. I'm noticing something coming up here. I don't know what that is. It looks interesting. That's a weed. I know that for sure. Alright, so I got the Peter Pan hybrid. It's like a patty pan squash. Oh. Well. That's depressing. Early white bush scallop. Vegetable. This seed has to go in a special spot, and I don't know where to put it. I must find one in particular special spot just for this one special seed that probably won't even sprout, honestly. We're going behind the trellis. That washed out apparently, so I'll plant it here. Why is this spot so special? Because there's no other squash plant there. Look here, I got squash plant, weed. Another weed. That was also an anthill. I think more squash plant. More squash plant over there. There's a bunch of squash plants in there is what I'm getting at. There's a bunch more down there on the other end of that bed. Down there. I gotta go plant more squash. Something I've come to realize about gardening is that it's basically just stick a bunch of little tiny seeds in the dirt, sweat a whole bunch, come out here, break your back pulling weeds, and then you get a bunch of food in return. Pretty easy. Early prolific straightnet. I didn't plant all those because I can't remember exactly where everything's planted, and I still got to plant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. That's already got its own spot, so I just didn't really count that. I just noticed my potatoes and onions are looking awesome. Be better if they was healed. Italian ribbed zucchini. Zucchini. Tom Alt Adilio. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they're tiny. Why are they so tiny? So I'm gonna plant these in like a special kind of spot where there's not a lot of stuff at, so that I don't know what it is, because I don't know what the little tiny sprouts are gonna look like, and I don't want to pull them up thinking that they're weeds. So I'm pretty sure this is like a bush tree, like okra kinda. I'm gonna go look. Tomatillo, pronounced tomatillo, yo, ya, tomatillo, tomatillo. Okay, probably still pronounce. I'm gonna just call it a tomatillo, right? Easy to grow plants produce an abundance of golf ball sized fruits with an easily removed husk. Their distinctive tart flavor and crunchy consistency makes them excellent when used raw in salads, cooked as an ingredient in green taco sauce, picked or preserved. Planting depth 1/8 inch or 3 millimeters. Seed spacing 2 inches or 5 centimeters. Spacing between rows 2 foot to 61 centimeters. Days to germination 14 to 18. Spacing after thinning. I won't be thinning, I don't think, because I don't really see a point in that, but it is 10 to 12 inches or 25 to 30 centimeters. Days to maturity 120. When and where to plant. Select a sunny, well-drained location and sow seeds after weather and soil are warm. For either crop start seeds indoors, there should have been a comma there, start seeds indoors. 5 to 7 weeks before planting outdoors. For best results, loosen soil with spade or fork. That's broad forking. Fertilize with vegetable food. Yeah, I read that right. And smooth with rake. Firm soil over seed and keep moist. Firm soil over seed and keep moist. Okay. Care. Plants will sprawl over the ground unless staked or trellised. Water deeply when dry. So they need a trellis. So I need to plant them closely to that trellis. Harvesting. Pick when fruit is fully grown after the husk turn dry and brown. Green fruits are tart. Fully ripe yellow fruits are sweet. Leave husk on for storage, but remove before preparation and eating. Health note. Good source of calcium, phosphorus. I probably pronounced that one wrong too. Iron and vitamins A, B1, B2, Nanikin. Probably pronounced that one wrong too. And C, vitamin C. So, I gotta trellis it. Read the backs of your seed packages. Whether you're a worse reader than me or a better reader than me, read the back of your seed packages. Because I was going to plant these things about that far away from the trellis in the nice, soft, loose, well-drained soil. So I had that part right, but it needs the trellis. So I'm going to just plant it closer. Let's go plant them. Let's see. Yeah, way out here is like a foot away from the trellis, but I was gonna plant them here because that looks real nice. It's well drained, it's kind of moist a little bit. Down deep it's a little moist. But I'm gonna plant them up close to the trellis. Here's the doggy. Okay, so there's not gonna be any pushing these in the ground. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Alright, I'm planting all of them. I don't know what's giving me the urge to do this, but I did it. So now I'm gonna just kind of massage them into the ground because I don't want to do a whole bunch of disturbance to the top of the ground. But I also want them in the dirt. Right? 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 That's right. Yeah, there it is, right there. Alright, this is kind of like my tomato tomato sucker, the suckers from the tomatoes, and not a lot of them lived at all. So I'm gonna plant lima beans here because I like lima beans. My mom doesn't like lima beans. My grandma doesn't really care for them, I don't think. I like them quite a bit. My dad, he's just kind of like, yeah, lima beans. I'll eat them. Not my favorite. I kind of think he'd rather have baked beans, but I don't know. But I like lima beans. I want some lima beans. I'm about to plant me some lima beans. Lima beans. Okay, so I just did like some soul searching stuff, and that whole shot was extremely cringy. Why did I say lima beans like that? Anyways, I like lima beans. I'm planting lima beans. I think you get it at this point. I really think you do. I'm running out of places to plant stuff to where it's not going to be crowding stuff out, because I don't want to plant beans with tomatoes again, and I don't want to plant beans with cucumbers like I got on that big trellis over there behind me, because that's going to be a mess that I got to deal with. I don't want to make mistakes where I plant potatoes with my onions to where I can't heal my potatoes. But I still got some gray zucchini to plant, and these guys, which I already know where these are going, so I'm not real concerned about those. So let's go find a spot for some gray zucchinis. Yeah. This is the bed where I planted the tomatillos. Don't look at that. But I think maybe right here and right there. I know these are going to get big. And right there. That's 3 in this little tiny spot. I'm gonna plant a couple on the ends of these, not that one, and the far one down there, the ones with trellises. And then I'm gonna plant those whippoorwill peas, and then I'm gonna go inside because I'm sweating again, and I don't want to sweat at the moment. It's pretty warm out here. All right, so we're about to go plant some whippoorwill peas, or cow peas. I still don't know what they are. Cows are black and white. These are brown and white. They can't be cow peas. Yeah. I finally cracked it. They're whippoorwill peas. Can't be a cow. They're brown and white. I ain't never seen no brown and white cow. Yeah, I have. But that's besides the point. There. That old lady was strong. Wait, I was the last one to put the lid on here. Yeah. Alright, so we're about to plant some of these. I'm planting a lot more than I did last time. Alright, so let's get down here. Alright, so the tires that was on my truck was getting kind of old. So we put them on my dad's truck. So I got bigger tires now. I just feel like I should mention that. Because, you know, oh, There's something else that I should probably show you. Let's see. Let me show you something here. Watch this. That's not broken. That's my fuel gauge. Fuel's way over here. Can't hardly see it. I filled this puppy up all the way to the top. It cost me 60 something. It cost me almost $70 to fill this thing up from a quarter of a tank. That's ridiculous. I need to turn my key off and run my battery down. That's very orange. But I have something else that is pretty interesting and kind of important that I need to show you. So I'm gonna walk you right on down here and let me show you something. All right, it's pretty interesting. So whenever I was in elementary school, I don't remember the whole story exactly, but there was this story. It was something like the magic pot or something like that. But the deal was that there was this old woman and this old man who lived in a house alone, and they had one of everything. One table, one chair, one knife, one fork, one of everything. And they always had to share and split everything into equal halves. And the deal was that they was plowing up their little potato garden that they had, and they were only growing one potato because they could only get one of everything. For some reason, I don't remember why. Like I said, it was elementary school. I'm surprised I remember this much so far. But they found this magic pot, and they didn't know it was magic whenever they first found it. But they took it inside and they cooked their potato in it that they had grown. And whenever they pulled it out, there was two in there. Right? So they decided to try something else, and they put something else in there, and they put a fork in there, and then 2 forks came out. Then they put the 2 forks in there, and then 4 forks came out. And something like that has kind of happened here. See, I put 1 pig in with 3 pigs, and then I get God knows how many pigs. There's currently 16 pigs in here. I'm not sure how that math works, but it did. But right here's 3 of them. They're pretty tame. It likes that. This is one of the mamas. And another one of the mamas is over here. She's not very trusting of me. This is like her second time having piglets, so she's all temperamental and weird. But that's something that I've got going on, and there's something else I want to show you. We went to the feed store, and they sell more than just feed. They also sell little birdies, tiny little birdies. And I'd taken some money with me that day, that me and my dad had went there, and my dad made the statement saying that, well, we had noticed them, and then he made the statement saying that you can buy as many as you want, you got your own money. So I bought all of them, and I got 17 ducks now. From what we looked up on the internet, they are ruin ducks. The males look like a mallard. The females look like the female version of the mallard. But I don't know if ruin and mallards are the exact same thing or not, but here they are. There's 17 of them in there. I paid $3.99 each for them, plus a whole bag of their food. They're all coming up to me. That's unusual. Maybe I can snag one. Nope, they're all too fast. I haven't really had much chance to come out here and just mess with them a whole bunch or nothing. But I got 17 little baby duckies. And they're all doing great. That's all I got to show off today. And that's all I've been doing today. And I just realized that I was supposed to plant squash and zucchinis and stuff in those beds over there. Those beds, and I never did. So if I remember tomorrow, I might do it. But okra's doing good in there. Maybe next week we can plant some more squash and stuff in there, in those. But that's what I got going on. I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna go inside and cool off for a minute, and then here in about 15-20 minutes at the most, I'll come back out here and start putting animals up with my little brother. He likes doing that with me.